Well, those are the headlines we are tracking for you this evening. Aditya Birla Group's House of Brands Vertical Tomorrow, which was launched in June this year, is setting its sights on an annual revenue rate of over 1,500 crore rupees in a year from now. This after it announced its first set of investments today in 8 D2C companies, including popular fashion brands like Bewakoof and Berry Lush. My colleague Shilpa Ranipeta spoke to Prashanth Aluru, CEO of Tomorrow, in his first interview since the launch of the platform on how they will scale these brands and the new brands they are eyeing and more. Listen in.
If you look at the brands today, we are sort of playing in the large established categories where there's a large TAM and moderate to high growth. For example, Bewakoof, which is a large D2C brand in the casual expressive wear market, is one of the leading D2C brands in the space. Has strong Instagram following. The founders built it over the last several years, and we're looking to build it further to 1,000 crore, 1,500 crore brand over the next several years. So that's one of the examples. If you look at Anusha and Alok at Berry Lush, they're building a new age women's western wear fast fashion brand. Another brand called Nobero is actually playing in the active athleisure space, which of course is an emerging category, especially post-COVID. But we think this is a category where category creators will get built. Brands will continue to be led by the founders and their teams. So what we bring in is horizontal investments, horizontal capabilities, synergies at a house of brands level.
Now, beyond this, how many brands are you looking at in total in this year, at least, if you can tell me? And how much investment or how much capital have you put aside for that? And from that total amount also, if you can tell me how much of that has gone into these 8 brands that you've already brought on board?
Yeah, our plan in year one of setting up Tomorrow is to establish a portfolio of around 10 to 12 brands. And we're looking to invest anywhere between 500 to 600 crores in our first year. And with today's announcements, we have a portfolio of 8 brands which are tracking to a run rate of 700 crores. And in the next 12 months, we're quite confident that we'll grow these to a 1,500 crore plus business, both through existing brand organic growth and also expanding the portfolio further.
So now within the 8 brands, you've covered casual, athleisure, denim. What are the other categories that you're looking at for other brands that you talk to that you'll eventually bring on board?
That's a great question. I think in general, our focus will be very deep on fashion lifestyle. And if I have to frame the opportunity, there are existing large TAM opportunities which are moderate to high growth in e-commerce. There are some emerging categories which are hyper growth, and we'll play across both. And going forward, we'll not only deepen our presence in fashion apparel, but also add non-apparel categories like footwear, accessories, jewelry, and also bring in beauty personal care starting our second year. What we will not do is essentially take a horizontal approach to aggregating many brands across many categories. We see ourselves as deep operators focused on fashion lifestyle and building brands as opposed to aggregating brands as up.
Now, from the time you started the Tomorrow platform, what's the kind of interest that you've seen from brands? Because it was an application-based process. And if you can run me through, what are the top 3 or 5 things that you were looking at before you picked a brand to come on board?
Broadly, 3 characteristics stand out. One, founders which are chasing large opportunities, whether it is existing categories which are large TAM today or emerging categories that are likely to be big. Second is founders who've got a unique consumer insight and maybe have established that early product market fit and see us as right partners to scale to the next level. Third is we only want to partner with founders who are willing to stay the course and build something big with us over the next 5-7 years.
And Prashanth, capital in terms of that, are you looking at capital only within the group through ABFRL, or are you also looking to bring on board external investors as well?
That's right. So we will partner with the right long-term mindset investors who will look at this as a $1 billion plus house of brands entity over time. And hence, we look to partner with not just the group backing, but also new investors who will invest into existing brands and also help us further expand the portfolio.
Jammu and Kashmir is now keen to start